Dear subscribers, viewers, and friends, good evening. How are you all? I believe you are all doing good. Thank you for joining us. Today, my dear viewers, our friend Mr. Gufran has told me that he has a question about what stops people from speaking English. So we are going to discuss on this question. I think the answers that we are going to discuss today will really help to all the viewers who hesitate to speak in English. So be with us till the end of this video. This video will be truly useful to all of you. Shall we ask Mr. Gufran to raise the question? Good. We will ask him to ask us the question.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Gufran, how are you? My greetings to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity. And greeting to you and all my viewers and subscribers. They are joining our channel and they are watching our videos. So thank you so much for your support and love. So I am fine, sir. I am doing well. And nice to see you. When I'm joining, I'm so happy. I'm so excited because I'm getting a chance to discuss something different and what type of issue we have. And some people they are facing issues, so that's a good time for us. So today, what I realized, sir, many friends of mine have not some sort of a hesitation to speak or talk in English. What could be the reason for that? Can you explain me, sir?
Yes, Mr. Gufran. Indeed, you have asked a very good question. In today's society, even though many of our friends are educated, they hesitate to speak in English. We have to discuss on the reasons what stop them from speaking English. So you have asked a very good question. So when we think about the reasons what might stop them from speaking in English language, we can normally discuss about some 7 to 8 reasons, which could be the possible reasons for them for not speaking in English. So let's see those reasons one by one. The first reason can be the fear of mistakes. When the people, even though they have learned English from their school days, they fear about the mistakes they may commit when they speak. They know to read, as you said, and they know to produce sentences in the written form. But when speaking, they hesitate to do that. You know, the reason, one of the main reasons is that they have fear in their mind about the mistakes that they may commit. It is here I want to tell such viewers of this video that first of all, they should think that they are capable of speaking in English. See, when you want to do something, you should not have the fear. Even if you want to learn driving, if you begin to fear, oh, if I'm going to drive, what if I meet with an accident? What if I dash against some people? Something like that. If you have the fear, then that doesn't allow you to learn driving. that will discourage your courage. So, my dear viewers, that sort of fear should be erased from your mind. Don't worry, even if you commit mistakes. Everybody is not perfect. Everybody learned to speak in English well in due course of time. In the beginning, everyone would have committed mistakes. It's not only you. So don't worry about the mistakes. Don't think if I speak in English, can I speak well? Can I speak grammatically well? Can I pronounce well? Can I satisfy the people who listen to me? All those worries should not be there in your mind. So remove the fear from your mind. Just be bold and start speaking. So fear should not be there, Mr. Gufran. You got my point?
Yes, sir, I got it. I totally agree with your point because we have a like a mindset. Hey, I'm speaking right or wrong. So like that, we have fear in our mind, and before speaking, we are not able to speak because of fear. So first we need to remove our fear, and we need to open our mouth for speaking. Then we will learn something new.
Good. The next reason can be lack of confidence. You know how people lose the confidence? Because they don't realize their own abilities. God has created every one of us equally with equal abilities. To bring out our abilities depends on us. So we need to expose our ability to others. We should think that we can do it. If you start to think whether you can speak or not, then you will never speak. Think you can speak. English is not a foreign language. Today, English is mixed up in every aspect of our life, in our day-to-day life. You go to shopping, without you knowing, you produce some words in English. You walk and talk with your friend, whether you realize or not, one or two words will be spoken in English. So in every aspect, English is mixed up in our life. So why do you think when you want to speak in English that you are not confident? So be encouraged. You have to feel that you can do, you can speak. If you cannot speak, who else can do that? That's how you should start thinking about yourself. Think you are a smart creation of God and you can speak in English. Start thinking like that, then you will develop confidence. So lack of confidence can also be one of the reasons, Mr. Gufran, for why they are not able to speak in English. Then the next point could be lack of practice. If we don't practice anything, we cannot learn anything.
Yes.
Practice makes someone perfect. So we need to practice. Without practice, we cannot learn. Practice speaking in English regularly. We have to do this, my dear viewers, regularly. Practice speaking. Avoid the fear. Think that you can speak and practice speaking regularly every day, at least 30 minutes to 1 hour you spend to practice speaking in English. I hope you understand me. What do you think, Mr. Gufran?
Yes, sir, you are correct. Like a lack of practice and confidence. It's confidence is a most important point in speaking English speaking. Without confidence, we can't do that because before with confidence we can speak. And today, sir, what happened with me? Today, I met one friend and I asked him, why you are not speaking in English? You have a good knowledge about English. You can write very well, and You can read very well. And why you are not speaking English with anyone? So what he replied me, he told me he is worried about his grammar portion, grammatically mistake. And I asked him why you are worried about that. So that time he was saying when I am start speaking, that time I was thinking I am speaking right or wrong. uh, Grammatically my sentence is correct or incorrect because when he is speaking, so that time he is not able to speak fluently. So because of that, how is the part of grammar in spoken? Can you let me say?
Yes, Mr. Gufran. So, if your friend has told you that he is worried about grammar mistakes,
Yes, sir.
now I am asking your friend a straight question through this video.
Yes, sir.
Let your friend listen to this video. Listen to this question.
Yes.
My dear friend of Mr. Gufran, were you worried about grammar mistakes when you started to speak in your mother tongue? What's your mother tongue? It might be Hindi. Am I right? If Hindi is your mother tongue, and when you started speaking in Hindi, were you worried about grammar mistakes? Didn't you speak to your mom and dad without the worries about grammar mistakes when you were 2.5 years old or 3 years old? Come on, tell me. If you had worried about grammar mistakes those days, do you think
No.
you would have developed speaking in Hindi fluently? No. So we don't need to think about grammar mistakes, my dear friend. Just start speaking. Everybody is not good at grammar. Even in our own mother tongue, we may not be good at grammar. So why to worry about being good in English grammar? Don't worry about it. You just start speaking. This worry should be removed from your heart and mind. I hope you get my answer, my dear friend of Gufran. So don't be worried about grammar mistakes. Got it? And sometimes some of the viewers, when they have a desire to speak in English, but they may also be worried about if I speak in English, whether my pronunciation is going to be well or not, whether the sound that I produce will be sweet enough to the ears of my listeners or not. Why to worry about those things? You just start speaking in English. Don't worry about the pronunciation. Don't worry about the
Yes,
sound
sir.
that you produce. Many people are influenced by their mother tongue, influenced by the sound of their mother tongue. So naturally, when they speak in English, you can smell the sound of their mother tongue. So that's not our case. Whether we know to speak in English or not, whether we are able to convey our message to our listener, and whether our listener is able to understand what we speak to them or not. That's what important. So don't worry about the pronunciation in the beginning. If you think of all these things, grammar
Yes, sir.
mistakes, pronunciation problem,
Then-
accent problem, all those things, then you will never begin to speak. So don't worry about all those things in the beginning when you want to speak. Be confident, that's it. Remove the fear from your mind. Think positively that you can speak. Then you start speaking. Remove this worry of grammar and pronunciation. Am I right, Mr. Gufran?
Yes, sir, you are right. Because I think he is overthinking about the grammar rules and while speaking. So because of that, he hesitate in speaking. So definitely, I think he will also get answer.
No, about the structure of grammar, structure of the English language, he will get to know in due course of time. In
Yes,
due course of time, he will definitely get to know. Why should he be worried of such grammar mistakes in the beginning? So he should avoid being worried of grammar mistakes, and then he should start speaking in English. Advise him when you meet him again in this way.
yes, sure, sir. I will advise him
Very good,
definitely.
very good.
Yes, sir.
Then the
And
next reason that can stop our viewers from speaking in English can be this. They may not have enough vocabularies. They might have not learned enough vocabularies. See, having good number of vocabularies in your memory is equal to having enough amount of money in your bank account. When you have enough money in your bank account, you don't worry about anything. Whenever you need to spend for some good purposes, you will take the money, withdraw the money from your bank, and you will use it for good purposes. Similarly, when you have enough number of vocabularies stored in your memory, you don't need to worry about the usage of the words rightly in right place. So what I like to tell you here is learn every day minimum 10 vocabularies, 10 new vocabularies. Learn it from the persons to whom you speak or from the programs that you watch on TV or from the movies that you watch or from the stories that you read. Learn some 10 new vocabularies every day. See that in 10 days you have learned 100 vocabularies. That's how you improve the storage of vocabularies in your memory every day. When you save money in your account, you will not be worried about any bad situations that may come about in our life. So similarly, when we store enough number of vocabularies in our memory, we don't need to worry about sentence formation. We don't need to worry about how to express the ideas, how to um, convey the message. All those things you don't need to be worried about. So learn vocabularies and store them in your memory regularly, because lack of vocabulary also will make you hesitate to speak in English. Take care. Mr. Gufran, is it right?
yes, yes, sir. It's correct. I'm totally agree with your point. And what
Yeah.
I realize, some people they have a good vocabulary and they can write in drafting. He is able to use his vocabulary, but while speaking, he is not able to use his vocabulary in speaking. What is the reason behind? I what I thought like sometime because he is not using his vocabulary in spoken, like he's not doing practice with his vocabulary, but while writing he can use his vocabulary, but while speaking he is not able to get that vocabulary.
Yeah, that's what he lacks confidence.
Yes,
He is
correct.
afraid of his own speaking ability. You got it?
Yes, sir, I got it. I saw somewhere. In writing, he's using very good vocabulary, but while speaking, he's not able to use that vocabulary in his speaking. So because of that, he is not practicing that vocabulary in his spoken English and spoken language. Because of that, I think.
In that case, Mr. Gufran,
Yes.
sometimes cultural factors, social factors also may influence such people from speaking in English. Sometimes you observed in your local area, in your society, if you speak in English, the people around you or the friends around you will tell you openly, hey, come on, man, are you from Britain? Are you from
Hmm.
America? Are you
Yes.
not born in this same village?
Hmm.
What, man? You are trying to show up yourself to us. Speak in our mother tongue. Where you got this English? Like that, they may joke or they may try to stop the person from speaking in English. So the social factors, cultural factors, if no one is speaking in the society in English, then how are the viewers going to talk in English in the society in which they live? The culture is as such that they always speak in the mother tongue and they hate any new language. So how can they develop speaking in English? So if you are stuck up in cultural factors,
Okay.
if you are stuck up with social factors, then my dear viewers, you may not be able to speak in English, right? So what you have to do is you need good exposure in the sense you need to move with the people who like to speak in English. You know, some of your friends, they like to speak in English. So you move with them, be with them, be close to them, develop your friendship with such people. And whenever they speak in English, you also join them. And that's how you can also speak to them in English. So that's how try to get into good exposure, expose yourself
Yes.
to your society by moving with the people who like to speak in English or who normally speak in English. So lack of exposure also can be one of the reasons for you not able to speak in English. So move with your friends or people who like to speak in English. Follow this, you will improve your spoken English. Then, my dear Gufran, sometimes if any of our viewers doesn't have a self motivation to speak in English, self interest to speak in English, then he will also face problems. So our viewers should be self motivated to speak in English. That desire should come out of their heart. I should develop my speaking skill in English. I need English. What if I got a job in an IT firm? What if I got a job in a foreign country? How am I going to communicate to all those people in that foreign land? So I should learn to speak in English. So I have to develop speaking in English like that. They should be self-motivated. You got it? So the self desire and self motivation will truly help them to begin to speak in English, not only to begin, even to become perfect and expert in speaking in English language. So these are some of the reasons that may stop our viewers from speaking in English language. I think so. What do you think, Mr. Gufran?
Yes, sir, it's correct. Lots of this type of problem and issue they have, and like what you told us, you think about the English, like we should make English our passion. So if we will make a passion English, definitely each and every time we will looking for the English. So that will be good for us. Thank you so much, sir. Today you explained lots of point to us, and definitely we will think about that and we will focus on it.
Yeah, our viewers must try to improve themselves on these areas. Yeah.
Yes, correct, sir. Correct. Definitely they will take care of that point.
Do you think our class today will be really useful to the viewers?
Yes, sir, definitely. This point it will be useful for viewer and for every learner, because these are a basic point. What we are facing and what they are facing, each and everyone is starting point they are facing. So we need to understand where we are stucking and what is the reason behind that. Why I am not able to speak. That person able to speak, but I am not able to speak. Why? What is the reason behind that? This point it will be clear all the doubt of the learner. So thank
Yeah,
you
you
so
mean
much, sir.
you mean to say these are some of the common problems people have, and that's why they are not able to speak in English. Yes?
Yes, correct, sir. Yes, correct, sir. Correct, correct.
Good, good. So, my dear viewers, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you will get rid of all such problems, and then you will improve your spoken English. God bless you. Thank you once
Thank
again for watching. And my dear viewers, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that every new video that is posted in this channel will be notified to you. Thank you so much for doing so. We will meet in our next video. Thank you, my dear
thank
viewers.
thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time. You gave us your valuable time and your support. So me and my viewer, all the person, thank you so much. And please keep it up and for the learner. So thank you so much, sir.
Right. See you then.
See you.
Until
Bye
we
bye,
meet
sir.
in another video. Bye bye.
Yes, sure, sir.